Hey there, tech enthusiasts, and welcome to another episode of Tech Brewed, your go-to spot for sipping on the hottest tech trends and digital novelties. We're here to serve up a flavorful batch of tech updates, fresh off the press and stirred with insightful commentary. Whether you're a geek at heart or just tech curious, our blend of news is just like that perfect cup of coffee. Bold, robust, and ready to jumpstart your day. So grab your mug, kick back, and let's dive into the tech universe together. Cheers to stirring conversations and invigorating discoveries ahead. All right, let's talk video marketing. It's no big reveal that videos have taken the digital world by storm, but what keeps an audience from scrolling past your content? The answer is the strategic trifecta of being concise, compelling, and genuine. Imagine this. You've got a mere 2 to 3 minutes to make your pitch, capture interest, and convert curiosity into clicks. That's the snack-sized video window we're aiming for. But it's not about cutting down content for the sake of brevity. It's about weaving stories that stick because, my friends, stories are the glue that holds attention. Remember the last ad that made you stop and watch? I bet it felt less like an ad and more like a story, possibly someone's real-life experience with a product that solved a problem they had. That's authenticity at play right there. And in the video marketing game, being your true self isn't just good practice, it's currency. Quality, the other half of this dynamic duo, is about more than high-res cameras and the latest graphics. It's about reflecting the ethos of your brand, maintaining that thread of trust with your viewer. Because in the end, genuine quality content doesn't just reflect your brand identity, it amplifies it. So whether you're a seasoned videographer or a social media maven, remember, your video's heartbeat should be a story that's honest, and every second should scream quality. Because when you hit that sweet spot of authenticity wrapped in excellence, you've got yourself a viewer that'll stick around longer than just those first few seconds. Augmented reality, or AR, isn't just for gaming anymore. It's making a serious splash in the world of e-commerce, turning our living rooms into virtual showrooms. Now imagine being able to see how that new smart TV or blender will look right in your kitchen without even leaving your couch. Well, Best Buy is making that a reality with the launch of their Apple Vision Pro app. Best Buy's Envision app is taking the guesswork out of online shopping. It's like having a virtual Best Buy aisle in your home where you can check out the products in full 3D, right where you plan to put them. You can examine the sleek lines of a new fridge or the compact design of a coffee maker, all with the swipe of your finger on your Apple Vision Pro. And what's cooler than trying before buying in AR? How about tapping to purchase right within the app? It doesn't get more seamless than that. Ratings, reviews, prices, it's all there. It's a comprehensive shopping tool that's not just about convenience. It's about making informed decisions. Now let's take a moment to appreciate what's going on behind the scenes. Best Buy's chief digital officer put it this way. They're using tech to humanize how we buy electronics. And isn't that something? Tech serving people, making our lives not just easier but more connected to the products we buy and the spaces we live in. This isn't just another AR gimmick. It's a valuable shopping experience that Best Buy is betting big on. It's a clear sign that AR's role is expanding and reshaping industries, one augmented reality app at a time. So the next time you're in the market for some new tech, why not take it for a virtual spin? It might just be the future of retail. Picture this. You're searching online, and instead of scrolling through pages and pages of results, trying to piece together the information you need, you get a single, concise summary. That's exactly what the fine folks over at Brave are brewing with their latest feature, Answer with AI. It's a privacy-centered twist on search, and it's looking to give the usual suspects like Google and Bing a run for their money. So what's the big deal? Well, Brave has always hung its hat on being the browser that shields your privacy like a digital knight in shining armor. And now they're taking it a step further with a search engine that's not just protecting your searches from prying eyes, but also making them smarter with the power of AI. By simply shooting a question into the search bar, you're swiftly served a summarized answer. Straight up, no fluff. But here's the kicker. While some might think Brave's playing catch-up with other AI-powered search tools, they're actually playing chess. Brave's AI doesn't just spit out answers. It provides you with sources, layering that trusty privacy-first approach with transparent, citation-backed information. It's like having a private investigator doing your search homework. And what about convenience? It's accessible right through Brave, on any device, any browser. Plus, it's multilingual, so this isn't just a one-trick pony. It's more like a well-trained linguistic show horse. The verdict? As we march towards a more AI-integrated digital world, Brave is staking its claim, not just on the field of search engines, but on redefining the balance between smart assistants and digital privacy. Can it transform the way we search while keeping our data under lock and key? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. The privacy search race has a new formidable contender. All right, folks, let's pivot to a name synonymous with open source, Linus Torvalds. Picture this. Deep in the heart of Seattle at the Linux Foundation's Open Source Summit, Torvalds, the mastermind behind Linux, sits down alongside his buddy, Dirk Hoendel of Verizon, diving into the nitty-gritty of Linux development. They start light, debating tabs versus spaces in source code. Believe me, that's coder humor 101. But it's not long before they tackle the meatier issues, like the steady, boring, as Torvalds puts it, progression of Linux kernel 6.9. For tech aficionados, boring is synonymous with stable, and in the world of kernels, stability is gold. Now here's where it gets spicy. Hardware errors. These aren't just a headache, they're security speed bumps. Torvalds vents his frustration over hardware that can't keep pace with software's fast reflexes, mentioning 5 generations of hardware we can't fix. To which everyone using a smartphone from 2 years ago said same. Torvalds even casts an apprehensive look at rising open hardware like RISC-V, hinting at his fear of repeated mistakes, a historical rinse and repeat in the hardware scene. But don't think for a second that cynicism is all he brought to the table. In comes the sneaky topic of malicious developers in the open source world. Remember the exe-utils scare? That's the kind of subterfuge we're talking about. Yet Torvalds reassures us that Linux's tightly knit community acts like a familial watchguard. Newbie hackers, beware, breaking into this code fortress is no small feat. To round it out, AI, the tech buzzword that's got everyone talking or typing. Anyway, our Linux architects aren't sold on the hype. Torvalds jokes he might be replaced by AI someday, but with a nudge and a wink. His real anticipation lies in AI as a bug hunter, a smart tool in the Linux arsenal, not the ruler of the realm. And with that, dear listeners, we zone out of Linus Torvalds' home truths about Linux's evolution, hardware headaches, and AI's overpromise, always served with a side of dry wit. They say change is the only constant, and boy, does Microsoft sure believe in keeping us on our toes. For those of you running Windows 10, there's been an interesting development that might just pop up the next time you're poking around in your settings. Get this. Microsoft is trying out these new prompts within the Settings app that pretty much give you a friendly little elbow nudge to get connected with a Microsoft account. Now, for the uninitiated, linking up your Windows 10 with a Microsoft account has its perks. It's like turning your system into a social butterfly that flutters through the Microsoft ecosystem, syncing settings, managing subscriptions, and even handling data backups with ease. It's a bit like having a virtual assistant, minus the chit-chat. But hey, not everyone's a fan of having their system tied to the cloud, and it's all about preference, right? Some folks are quite content with a local account, more private, more controlled, and hey, sometimes it just feels good not to be part of the crowd. Well, the plot thickens because while Windows 10 is nudging you towards a Microsoft account, its flashy sibling Windows 11 is outright hosting an exclusive party where local accounts are, let's say, not on the VIP list. Tricky to get into that bash without a Microsoft account, especially if you're all about that home setup. Bottom line, whether you're all in for cloud connectivity or if you're a steadfast local account loyalist, it's always good to know what's brewing in the tech world. So the next time your Windows start humming a new tune, you'll know exactly what's up. Progressive web apps, or PWAs, have been making waves, and Windows 11 is riding the crest of this innovative web tide. Now, imagine an app that gives you the best of both worlds, the versatility and accessibility of a website packed into the functionality of a desktop application. That's right, PWAs may just be the unsung heroes on your start menu. But wait, you ask, why go for a PWA when you can plant a native app right on your desktop? Well, my tech enthusiasts, it's all about efficiency. PWAs tend to be lighter on your system, and boy, do we love apps that don't bog down our CPUs or munch away at our RAM like there's no tomorrow. Let's dive deeper. PWAs, by their very nature, are cross-platform chameleons. They can seamlessly adapt to Windows, macOS, heck, even your Android or iOS device, transcending the bounds of typical architecture barriers. Whether you're all about Intel, AMD, or you're traversing the universe with ARM PWAs, speak the universal language of compatibility. And when it comes to updates, PWAs are like that effortlessly cool friend who's always in the know. There's no waiting around for downloads or installations. They refresh their digital wardrobe in the cloud while you grab a coffee. For those wondering how to get started, it's as easy as launching Microsoft Edge on your Windows 11 machine, navigating to your desired service, and hitting Install this site as an app from the browser menu. Before you know it, you've got an app that sits pretty on your taskbar, ready for action anytime online and sometimes offline. As this tech phenomenon unfolds, weigh your options. Does the native app gobble up more resources than a family at a Thanksgiving dinner? Perhaps it's time to switch to its PWA counterpart, lighter, snappier, yet just as delightful. So there you have it, PWAs carving out their space in the Windows 11 landscape, a testament to technology's constant perseverance towards more fluid digital experiences. Give it a try, who knows? Your go-to apps may get a run for their money. Meta is stepping up its game in the AI arena with the introduction of Llama 3, their latest AI model. This bold move is really stirring up the artificial intelligence race, signaling a leap toward enhanced cross-platform capabilities and a Meta AI assistant that's not just slicker, but also more responsive. Picture this. Llama 3 trained on a whopping 15 trillion tokens of data, way up from Llama 2's 2 trillion. That's kind of like having a personal assistant who's read basically everything there is to read. Talk about a know-it-all. And that's only the half of it. Meta says the unrestricted Llama 3 models released so far are just teasers for the heavyweight champion they're prepping to unveil later this year. Developers, heads up. These early access Llama 3 iterations are open source and already finding their way into Meta's AI assistant. Expect smoother interactions, more intricate queries getting nailed, and a level of multitasking we've not seen before. Plus, Meta's giving us a sneak peek of the game-changing capabilities to come in the final version of Llama 3, which will boast a powerhouse of 400 billion parameters. Now here's where it gets even more exciting. Meta AI is getting its own pad, a standalone site where anyone can hop in, toss a question, and take it for a wild spin. That's right, no data gatekeepers, no charge, just pure conversational matchmaking. And that's not the end of the party. Imagine this assistant mingling around, popping up in the search boxes across Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp, and even blending into the newsfeed. Get ready for an AI that won't just understand your questions, but will jump into the deep end of the internet to fetch real-time, multifaceted answers. Whether that's whipping up an image to match your wildest descriptions or unlocking the power of Llama 3 right in the heart of your chats, Meta's next-gen AI is bringing the brains to every corner of its empire. I'm truly juiced up to see where Llama 3 will take us and how it'll transform our interactions with the machines in our lives. So, let's sit tight and watch as Meta gears up to push the boundaries of what we'd all thought was possible in AI. And with that final sip, we're at the bottom of the cup for today's edition of Tech Brewed. Thanks for tuning in and tagging along on this tech journey. Don't forget, for all the stories that have your curiosity piqued, head over to our website for the whole shebang. We've got in-depth articles, extra tidbits, and all the tech talk you can handle. So, until our next episode percolates into your feed, keep your gadgets close, your curiosity closer, and as always, stay tech brewing. Catch you on the flip side.